Welcome back, Vicarious viewers. My name is Vicente, and we are back for another episode of Mindhunter, episode 6. For those of you that have been with me from the beginning of Mindhunter when I first started dropping these reactions, I do apologize for the long delay in getting back to it, but I will be dropping a video about my absence during these past few months, during this whole coronavirus situation. So if you want to find out what I've been doing this whole time and get an update about me and this channel, you can probably click the link right up above. But here we go, back to Mindhunter. I've been looking forward to getting back into these episodes. Let's see. Last I remember, Holden and Bill were in this town and they were investigating the mutilation of a girl, and everyone in town was like, something like this doesn't happen in our town, yada yada, it has to be an outsider. And it turned out to be this very shy, kind of nerdy guy who had been in love with the girl, even claimed to be engaged to her. Although it seemed more, the more they looked into it, it seemed that he was, the more they investigated the matter, it turned out that he was more of an incel who saw himself in a deeper relationship with her than she ever considered of him. He was a virgin until her and only had eyes for her. But apparently she didn't have the same kind of feelings for him, and she was playing the field. She was flirty with others, she would sleep with others, and he just couldn't take that. So, they didn't resolve that, did they? Yeah, I don't think they've actually, like, arrested him or anything yet. I don't think so. 'Cause I remember the case. What else happened during that episode? Oh, it seems that Holden is having a little troubles with the girlfriend at home. There's a little distance there forming. They don't seem as lovey-dovey and comfortable with each other as they used to, which might be due to him being on the road so much. But he is on the road with, what's her name? The doctor lady? I forget her name too. But I keep wondering if they're going to have some kind of fling or affair on the road, and of course word of that's going to get back to his girlfriend at home. That might cause up a little personal drama among them. I mean, this may be based on real life, but they got to add those juicy dramatizations in there to keep everything else interesting as well. But not that their research itself isn't interesting enough. But anyway, let's jump into this episode and see what's going on with this case. Park City, Kansas. Oh, is this going to be that creepy guy that was near the mailbox all the time? Oh, it is this guy. This guy. So he has a wife and a kid. I don't know if they mentioned that or showed that before. They just showed him like being all anal retentive at his job at the beginning of the series, and then him putting something in a mailbox. I don't remember how far back that was. It's been a few months, but it'll come back to me.
Thanks for coming up, Dr. Carr.
Of course.
I realize I don't know much about
Dr.
your life
Carr.
in Boston. Outside of your work at the university, do you have a husband?
No.
Kids? Or
No, neither.
if you would be interested in managing the project and keeping things on track in a more permanent position here at Quantico?
No. I can't.
You don't have to answer now.
It's very flattering, but I already have a job.
Sleep on it. I'd rather you didn't tell Tench or Ford about this until you make your decision.
They don't know.
No.
I have two questions
Are they
for
going to
you,
offer her a
Benjamin.
salary? Like, you got to sweeten the deal.
Yes. What the fuck were you crying about last time we saw you? And secondly, and this one is a big question,
now they
so I
arrested
want
him.
you to listen very carefully. Why would you do that to Beverly Jean? I need to know this. Why would you do that to your girlfriend, man?
Very strong arm tactic.
So you're
against
telling
him.
us it was Frank?
So why'd you kill her?
Don't answer that.
I didn't.
Why would a man, any man, do that to a woman's breasts? And who would take a hunting knife to a woman's reproductive organs?
I didn't kill her. She's already dead when I stabbed her. She's already dead.
So you raped her in front of him.
He told you that? Fuck you.
I hope they fry your ass in the fucking chair.
Don't try to intimidate my client.
That is kind of inappropriate.
If Benjamin killed her, you should just tell us. I didn't see Benji kill her.
I saw Benji. He had his head in his hands. He was crying. There is blood everywhere. Splashing.
Splashing.
Then I see Beverly Jean in the bathtub.
Is she splashing in the bathtub? She's still alive.
She was there,
What makes you say that?
splashing. She doesn't describe splashes on the wall. She uses a verb in the present tense. She says splashing.
The three of them are in it together.
So she gets there,
Feels very grown up.
sees all of this shit that's gone down, gets mad because now this is
your partner's house.
fucking up not only her husband but her brother.
I'm not nervous.
That's better.
More casual.
Lucky you're the baby. Would you like a glass of wine?
Let's get you a drink.
Speaking of,
I always used to see how tall I could make the tower before it fell over.
Uh-oh.
Where were you born? Let me guess. Certainly not New York.
Actually, I was born in Brooklyn. Sure. Go ahead and make fun.
Are you gonna have kids?
No, at least not yet.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm doing it well enough or if it would have been better for him to have gone to somebody else's home. Sometimes I get up at night and watch him sleeping. But I can't help but wonder who he was before we got him.
getting so deep for the first time y'all are meeting.
Did anyone hold him when he cried?
I think it's awkward sometimes when you like first meet someone and it's literally like, I've known you 2 hours, and they start like laying all kinds of heavy shit on you, and you're just like,
I just
okay.
wish I knew. It's like that.
What do I say?
Aren't all fathers absent in some way? I know my old man was never around.
Your father really didn't speak to you?
Nope.
But you speak with Brian.
You want one more? Uh-huh.
Does he?
Here's the problem. How do I prove all this? See, if a jury can't understand your analysis, then it's no use to anybody, is it?
But it isn't my job to make the jury understand anything. That's your job. And we have all placed our trust in you.
Touche.
How do we translate this so that you can use it? It's complicated, I know.
That went well.
You think?
You gotta dumb it down for the layman's.
What don't you think he grasped?
I think that he seemed very intent on blaming Benjamin, and I'm not quite sure I got him over that.
How's commuting?
What do you mean?
Having half of your life in Boston.
What? Small talk a way you deal with your anxiety?
I suppose.
She's like, why are you talking about me?
But I'm so glad you're home early.
Oh, okay.
You look tired,
Never mind
I
on the
mean,
Holden
great.
romance.
but also a little tired. Are you an FBI agent?
Don't be absurd. I'm having a really hard time juggling my research and everything back here.
I warned you this would happen.
Well, I'm torn, and I'm not really delivering either place, and I should be spending more time at Quantico.
I think that's a bad idea. It's no secret. I find it difficult watching you waste your time down there.
Waste my time.
Babe, focus on the thing that will make your career.
You've offered
This
me a
could
full-time
make her
position.
career.
And I'm sure it's flattering, but honestly, you said it yourself. These people have reached their intellectual limits.
I didn't say that.
You said that.
Do they know you're lesbian?
Of course not.
Exactly. You can't be yourself. Are you really going to hide half of your life?
I do that here.
What do you mean by that?
I can't tell any of your friends I work with the FBI because it could reflect badly on you.
That's not.
Oh.
That's a motive. You got it all wrong. I have the report right here. I've read the report. It points in the opposite direction. It was impossible for him to rape the victim. I understand the righteousness of your cause. There's very little forensic evidence. Almost all the evidence is circumstantial. You classify our evidence as circumstantial? I have to make a phone call.
What a polite fuck off.
He's letting the wrong guy off with the lighter sentence.
When Wendy explained it to him, he seemed to understand. I think he just wasn't sure he could convince a jury. This way, it's airtight. He didn't try. What difference does any of this make if we can't communicate it to the people who matter?
Hey, one step back just means you got some more steps forward to go. You're still making progress. Takes time for people to change.
The building's very quiet, mostly professionals and mostly travelers. Flight attendants, a few pilots, we get the odd lecturer. What made you choose this part of Virginia, if you don't mind my asking?
Quantico.
Are you with the Bureau?
I guess, mainly research.
Very exciting.
She decided to do it. Okay. Okay, so that was episode 6 of Mindhunter. It was a good episode. It jumped right back into the case with Benjamin there. And it looks like what's-her-name was involved in it as well, all 3 of them. I did catch that when she said splashing. If there was splashing, then someone was splashing. And if Benji had his his face in his hands, then who was splashing in the tub? She was still alive. And so that makes her at least an accomplice. She was there when the final blow was struck. If she didn't actively participate herself. And then she helped cover it up. But yeah, that other guy was quite the psychopath. But 5 to 20. Hopefully he has some bad behavior in there, and he's actually in there for the 20 or longer. Fingers crossed. And I kept thinking that the doctor lady would actually have some kind of affair or start to like Holden, but they throw in the curveball. She has already been in a relationship, and she's a lesbian. I mean, I guess it's not out of the ballpark that, who knows, maybe she is a little bit bisexual and does experiment with Holden, but I can't see them having anything serious. If even that. In all likelihood, probably not. They'll probably just keep her lesbian plotline separate. Maybe she will eventually date in that area, but maybe her work will totally envelop her and dating will be the last thing in her mind for at least a little while. But it's cool. She's taken the position, she's moving in, she's setting up office. So they've got a team going, and they're getting someplace, even if it feels like they have those setbacks. The fucking DA is only gonna really push against Benjamin. They're not really taking their advice seriously and saying how involved all 3 of them were. But, yeah, you have different departments pushing in different directions. They all want different things. They all have their own obstacles to overcome, so they have to try to, like, fit it into how it can work best for them, as opposed to what is the right thing to do. Because, yeah, it all comes down to convincing a jury. And those are normal people. And on average, normal people can be idiots. They don't always want to do the right thing. They just want to do the quick thing or the perceived better thing. It was an awkward conversation, though. Holden and his girlfriend got to have that dinner date with Bill and his wife and their autistic son. And yeah, it seems like Bill doesn't necessarily talk to his son much because he probably doesn't know how to communicate or really interact meaningfully with him, or even to know if he's doing the right thing or if it's even being perceived by the kid. Poor kid, though. Holden was trying to like help him stack the thing and it only fell over. The poor kid was probably like, that was your fault. You touched it and it fell. I'm done with you. uh, but, oh, and Bill's wife, her heavy conversation with, what's her name? Holden's girlfriend. I never get when people feel the need to like spill their guts and lay a bunch of heavy shit on you, like when they just met you an hour ago. It's gonna make me wonder if you're gonna be this heavy every time I come over, if it's the first time. You gotta get to know someone a little bit longer before you start laying the heavy shit on them. But some people are just a lot more open than others. Oh, and when the director guy was offering the position to Dr. Barr, he seemed very like smug and happy about it, like offering the position to her. And by the way he was smiling, I was wondering if maybe he maybe has a crush on her. Seeing the time period here, I can see like men being more brazen about such flirtations in the office, and I hope that doesn't become a problem. But what do you guys think? Was he kind of smitten with her and that's why he was offering her the position? Or does he just see it as really taking on someone that is worthy of the position that can offer more to the agency on a whole? Or is it a combination of both? He's like, score, we get all this knowledge and experience in the department from this person, and she's not that bad to look at. And I wonder if he's going to be smarmy and assholeish about it, or if he's going to try to like actually invite her out for dinner or something, or be polite about it. But we'll see. I think it might come up. Maybe. But let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments below. Hit like and subscribe if you enjoy reactions like these. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single one. And thanks for stopping in for this Vicarious View.